What's going on YouTube? So of course, as you probably know, the Santa Fe has long been a staple of the Hyundai lineup, and it continues to be a very important product to them. Coming off a major refresh last year, this 2022 example might just set the benchmark for style, performance, and value, plus you even get a few extra features this year. So should you buy one of these over the competition? Let's go ahead and find out.
Emergency braking, auto high beams, adaptive cruise control, and lane keeping assist. Additionally, if you go for the limited or calligraphy trims, that will throw in Hyundai's pretty cool smart parking system. But that's going to be all for the exterior design of the Santa Fe. As you can see, it's a very classy and cool exterior. I love the paint color. Now let's go ahead and check out the inside before we take it on a spin. Before we do all of that, please hit that subscribe button down below. It truly helps us out and it doesn't cost you anything.
So walking up to the 2022 Santa Fe, you will find their intelligent entry system as well as remote start integrated onto the key fob on all but the base model. Additionally, you can unlock the vehicle via a NFC key card or an Android smartphone if you get the digital key system on the limited trim level or above. And then to get inside the vehicle itself, you're just going to press the black button to unlock. Alright, so as far as the cabin is concerned, you're going to see all of those same updates from that major 2021 refresh that this just had. So all that is going to carry over for 2022 as well. But now let's go ahead and talk about your different color and material options. So your SE and SEL, they're going to come standard with cloth seating.
What's up, it's Joe Ready from Rady's Rides. We're in one of my favorite parking lot locations because guess what? We have one of my favorite SUVs currently available. This is it. This is a 2022 Kia Telluride. Our particular one is the top trim. That's an SX Prestige. But before we get into this mid-sized 3-row SUV that's selling like hotcakes, let's talk about what's going on here. Kia. They really are the Rocky story of the auto industry. They came from very small beginnings, just 2 models in the early 1990s, selling it here in the United States. And boy, oh boy, do they have a portfolio of vehicles that's hit after hit after hit. Now, when it comes to SUVs, this is their largest, the Telluride. It's also known amongst the executives at Kia as the Celluride because these do not sit long on dealership lots before people snatch them up. But they also have stayed true to the sedans with the Stinger GT, the Kia K5, and even a refresh of the Forte. Now, what about daytime running lamps? I like the way they have this rectangular design. Some people don't like the color. I think it helps it make it stand out from the other Tellurides. You're gonna have full projector beam LED headlights, a little bit of silver trim, really shows some nice attention to detail. And remember, the Telluride was designed in the United States, in California, and they build them right north of us in Georgia. Now, as we drop down, we do have functional corner air curtains. Now, the great news is you're not getting a bunch of gloss black all over the place like you would find on the top trim of the Highlander, that limited and the platinum trim. I also like the addition of the aluminum style finish. And then where the flat black is placed is very smart. Along the bottom, because that's gonna take the better beating rather than gloss black. Now, when you come across the grille has been refreshed because we do have the all-new Kia badge. Love the style, love what it stands for. You're gonna have a forward-facing camera. Tiger nose grille really shows that bold look. Now, I have to give it to Toyota with the redesign of the Highlander. It's looking a little bit more bold, but still not, I don't think, to me, it's standing up to this Telluride. Now, as we work our way down, full functionality, you're gonna have those massive LED fog lamps on both sides of all the openness to this grille, both on the low end and the mid end. And then I like the way they did this gunmetal metallic gray finish on the lower section. Like I said, you could really see that the designers took careful attention to detail and really gave it that perfect look. Now, when you get up onto the hood, The one thing I'm not in love with, and I am gonna zonk, are the stuck-on letters. I wish that they would sink these into the hood, but other than that, nice, bold, strong look from the front end without being too over the top. And yes, a lot of people are saying that this has that look of a Range Rover, and I would have to agree, but is imitation the greatest form of flattery? Of course. So you got that nice broad hood. When we come around the bend, what are we working with? Wheel and tire setup. So when we go SX Prestige, you're getting these drop dead gorgeous, beautiful 20-inch wheels. Now, yes, the design is a little busy and it's gonna be difficult to clean, but I'm telling you, this is one of those wheels in this vehicle, you're gonna enjoy cleaning it. So gloss black all the way around, the new updated Kia badge, 20-inch wheel, 245 on the width, 50 series sidewall, and we have all-wheel drive. So power is gonna get to the ground all four corners, nice large ventilated brakes. The one thing that I don't like, and I am gonna zonk on this SX Prestige, I wish that this was painted everlasting silver instead of the flat black. I think that would just help elevate this trim level right above everything else. But besides that, at least it's not too high, but I am still gonna zonk it because I think it should be color match painted. Let me know what you think in the comment section if you're okay with that, especially when we get to price. Let's continue. Coming down the side, everlasting silver on the mirror caps. Love the turn signals built in. A little bit of gloss black. We do get 360-degree cameras. And then I think another thing that was so smart that Kia did is they stayed away from shiny, like just plain shiny chrome style finish. You have this aluminum style that looks super clean, very modern, very contemporary, and the roof rails are nice and low. Also that silver finish on the door handles and then along the bottom there. I think they got away with making this lower portion flat black by adding that silver. Helps balance it out. Another thing a lot of people never notice, look at the body indentation here. Very, very cool style, the way they did that body line along the bottom. Gives it that extra element of depth and design. Large quarter window with the flared out trim, just enough into that rear pillar. We don't want to extend it back any further. And then as we swing it around, you do get a nice low roof spoiler, color match shark fin.
1.6 engine. There's not much in it, but these are very different. This is small, nimble, fun, more powerful. The Tucson, what you're going to get is the base model, but do you really need all that space?
No, well, I think if you have a growing family, the Tucson is obviously the way to go, but if you want to have some fun and you don't need the space, this Kona 1.6T is pretty sweet. Now, there is only about an $1,100 difference. We've got the refreshed 2022 Hyundai Kona.
They've made some interesting packaging choices on this one. Let's get in and discuss. Whoa, Hyundai didn't just give the Kona an update on the outside, they changed under the hood. What is under the hood of this one?
A 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, 195 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. This engine is only available on the N-Line trim.
The base engine is a 2-liter 4-cylinder with 147 horsepower and 132 pound-feet of torque. Out goes the 6-speed automatic transmission. Say hello to a CVT. So this is an updated model from Hyundai. Let's find out what you get now with the key standard features.
Here are the N-Line base features in Canada. An 8-inch touchscreen, a 4.2-inch instrument cluster display, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
On paper. Yeah, it moves. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'll be reviewing a 2022 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. First, under the hood, we have a turbocharged 1.6 liter 4-cylinder that goes through a 6-speed automatic transmission. It's also paired to a hybrid system. Total system output, 226 horsepower and then 258 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy combined is 37 miles per gallon. Now let's go over the front end of the Tucson. So first off, you can see we've got these distinctive body lines here in the center of the hood. And I like how it gives it kind of like a boxier type design. It makes it look a little bit more muscular too. I think it looks great. Coming down below, I love the daytime running lights and how those kind of match the grille here on the center. Got the Hyundai logo front and center. And we have the headlights here off to the side. And then you guys can see here with the rest of the trim there at the bottom. And yeah, overall, I think it's a really good looking SUV from a front end perspective. Kind of has like a cool futuristic vibe to it. Now popping to the side here, we've got two 35mm tires wrapped around 17-inch wheels in the front and over in the rear as well. And then you can see from a wheel design perspective, the wheel's mostly closed off. That's for aerodynamic efficiency, but they did a really good job with designing the wheel because you have the lighter color on the top and the darker color down below. So it makes the wheel look more open than it actually is. And then notice here for the fender flare, I think that's a pretty cool appearance as well, especially there on the side. And then notice tons of crazy body lines here on the side of the Tucson. It's kind of like a signature of it. But yeah, there is your full side view, and I like that trim piece that kind of goes around the windows as well. I think that looks cool. So here is our key fob for the Tucson. We have our lock function unlock. This is for the alarm, and then you've got your remote start function as well. Now, with this particular Tucson, it's not like super loaded up from an interior perspective, so we do have just a hydraulic opening for the hatch. You can see storage space back here in the Tucson is fantastic. We have the Tucson floor mat here, 12 volt off to the side. And then notice here with the storage space down below, and first aid kit obviously. Notice with the seat folded down, you get quite a bit more space. And, well, that's all for the rear. When you're done, they give you this nice handle that you can just grab and throw it down. Now finishing things up with the rest of the rear, you can see we've got the spoiler here at the top, and I love the Hyundai logo here on the back. It's pretty interesting. Tucson blue, the blue signifies this is the hybrid, but then also you have the hybrid logo over here. So kind of double down on that. And then I love the light bar design here. I think that's pretty cool. And, well, there you go. Now here's the door panel on the rear of the Tucson. I love this trim piece here at the top. And then you guys can